As mandated by heaven, the Emperor appoints Xiang Han as Marquis for his sterling performance of military duties. He's to be rewarded 10,000 taels of gold. This day is to celebrate General Chang Han's victory over Shang Liang, and also to celebrate his wedding ceremony to Her Highness Princess Shan Shi, as decided by the Emperor and of mandate. Your Majesty.
Previously, General Chang Han had to rush to the battlefield. And although I have granted them marriage, they did not have a formal ceremony. Today, I bear witness to their wedding.
Thank you for your kindness, Your Majesty.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Good. Let the festivities begin. Are you not feeling well today, Zhongshin?
Oh, no, that's not it. It is nothing, Chancellor.
It seems to me like you're waiting for someone.
No, Chancellor. Not at all.
Move it! Hurry, come on! Move it! Hurry! Come on, go! No. Keep walking! Move! Faster!
everyone. The Emperor is not feeling well today. He cannot drink. That is why His Majesty will now return to his palace to rest. On behalf of our Emperor, I, Cao Cao, would like to offer a toast to General Xiang Han. Come on now. General Chang, I shall drink this wine with you in your honor.
Thank you.
You are a traitor!
Don't move! Don't move! Everyone, don't move! Nobody moves! Don't go where you are!
Don't move!
Chong Xin planned to assassinate me. Is there anyone else who wants to kill me? Chong Xin is now dead, and he deserves what happened to him. Anyone else who's involved in the plot will be executed according to the laws of Qin, and along with their entire family will be executed. Also, starting today, anyone who comes forward to give information about this plot will receive 100 taels of gold. How is that? Would anyone like to speak up?
Chancellor Zhao. To be able to marry General Chang today makes me truly happy. I now have no more regrets in my life. Not only has my body recovered, but right now, I also feel very inspired. I think there's one more person you should investigate.
Oh. Please do tell.
Princess!
Impudence!
Princess Chan Xi. I've already planned against anything that you could do to me. And today, you actually dared to attack me. All of you must now die together.
Chancellor Zhao! This has nothing to do with General Chang Han. Please prioritize the safety of our lands and spare him.
I'm afraid it's not that simple.
General Chang.
Princess! Princess! Princess!
Chan Xi can't stay by your side anymore. You saved me in Bolangsha. Today I repay you.
Princess. Princess. Princess! Blame me for being too weak. Princess. Blame me for being too weak. Princess.
You lose.
Brother, how do you do it? How do you win every single time? Why do I always lose?
Oh, little brother. Listen to me carefully. Playing dice game takes skill. It involves a bit of trickery. And that poor bloke Chong Xin couldn't even see that. I controlled the palace for so many years, but I never tried to be emperor. That eunuch is quite daring indeed, to think he would do such a thing. He dreamt of becoming the emperor one day, and he actually dared to take action in making it come true. He's someone who is both principled and pragmatic. I'm afraid that finding another person with his talent will not be easy.
Well, brother, that Xiang Han was also involved in the rebellion that the princess planned against you. His warriors were close by. They were just outside of Shenyang. But our soldiers have thrown them in a state of disarray.
Xiang Han is but a fool. If it weren't for Princess Qian Shi's persistent persuasion, I doubt that he would have the courage to do such a thing. But still, these silly creatures, what were they thinking supporting Chongqing to become the emperor?
So, how should we deal with Xiang Han?
That's what I'm racking my brains to figure out at the moment. If I spare him, I'm afraid that it would only encourage all the enemies that I have, and I become less terrifying to those ministers. But if I take his life, I'm afraid that those troublemakers will just end up being happier than me, and I don't like that. Hey, come on now. Let us play again.
We will play again? What do we bet with?
Let us bet the fate of Xiang Han's life. All right. I shall spare his life and send him back to the camp.
Wait, brother. We haven't even decided the conditions of winning or losing.
I decide whoever wins or loses this game. Everything is in the palm of my hand. Well, isn't that the case?
I won't even have the time to see you buried. I, Xiang Han, need to go back to the war. I am a foolish loyalist. I have never feared dying in battle, but what I'm most afraid of is to betray my liege. I am the reason for your death. I hate myself. I really hate myself for being too weak and incapable. I hate myself for not leaving this world with you today. Princess, please forgive your useless husband while I continue dragging out an ignoble existence and fight to the death. It won't be long now. It won't be long before I come to join you at your side. The time will come that Your Highness and I will be nothing more than a simple husband and wife in the afterlife.
The Emperor orders Commander-in-Chief General Xiang Han to set off immediately to continue destroying the enemies of our state.
General Chang, what do we do now?
Right to the battlefield.
And then what should we do after that?
Fight. We keep on fighting. I am so dead. This is the Qin's line of defense.
And this one here is the Yang Passage?
That's right. The Qin's only opportunity is the Yang Passage.
Then let's do it. Since this passage is so important to them, then we should attack it first. Let's see how Qin reacts to a surprise attack. We can send Yingbu and General Pu ahead of us first. Let them lead 20,000 elite soldiers across the river. First, they attack Su Zhao's army, stationed north of the Yellow River.
Su Zhao is a formidable general. He once served under General Meng Tian. Is Yingbu really his match?
Su Zhao is a man. Yingbu is a wild beast. What do you think?
We will send a messenger to inform Chen Yu, who is in the north of Zhonglu. We are going to tell him to march south. He will go there to distract General Wang Li.
Chen Yu? I think we should plan his route for him. You can easily see that he's not a good fighter. Get the map. Who did this? Who did this? This is getting more and more outrageous.
Should I investigate?
Investigate what?
Sorry, I'm
Isn't this
late.
foolishness embarrassing enough? Dismissed!
Oh, wait.
What happened here?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone at war cross the river that way.
Stand still. And this is none of your business. Do you feel you're being unjustly treated because you're
Do
talented?
you think I should stand here for the rest of my life?
It is your duty. At least you're a bodyguard now.
Your Majesty, you've been here for 2 days already. You need to take care of yourself.
If the city is destroyed, the kingdom of Chao will be finished. What reason would I have for taking care of myself? What about the scouts? Is there any news from them? Xiang Yu's army must have crossed the river by now.
Our scouts report that Xiang Yu and his 40,000 soldiers have started crossing the river.
40,000? Is that all there is to Xiang Yu's entire army?
According to the report, Xiang Yu has divided his men into 3 groups. Yingbu is leading the advanced guard. They have discarded their heavy equipment to travel faster. Xiang Yu is leading 30,000 men and is quickly marching towards us. As for the rest, they seem to be following from behind.
Minister, what do you make of this? Tell me what you honestly think.
It seems to me that the Qin army has prepared a trap for Xiang Yu's army, and they are rushing over here, only to fall into his trap.
And our subordinates outside the city? Are there any movements?
They are the same as before. They haven't moved.
Your Majesty, come and look at this horse.
Yes. It's very beautiful.
Come here, it's beautiful, isn't it?
I've said it's beautiful already. Careful, careful.
Your Majesty, get on.
It's really beautiful. Yes, this is a fine horse.
Come, put that on.
Huh? What's happening?
Your Majesty, no movements from the Qin army, but they change their deployment officer every day.
What about Gao Xi?
I believe he's growing impatient.
Then what should we do now?
As you can see, we have Xiang
Wang Tu stationed in the north, Gan Tu in the south, and then we have Lord Wei in the northeast. You know what to do, Your Majesty.
We can't fight, nor can we leave. We can only stay here and watch. However, I do not think that the Qin army will attack us here. Their main concern right now is the Shang army crossing the river.
Then, Your Majesty, you might as well enjoy watching with some wine.
Reporting! Reporting! Xiang Yu's 20,000 soldiers are marching southwards and approaching Zhulu. Looks like they're joining the Shang army crossing from the river. Are you sure of this news? I'm sure of it, Your Majesty.
It's not a bad idea. Xiang Yu is probably afraid that Xiang Yu would approach him, so he's risking all the lives of his men.
If no one else is taking any action, then I could also just sit here and wait. But still, Chen Yu, that fool,
Majesty,
he...
come sit. Why are you so angry?
My dear wife, you do not understand war. Do not say anything.
No, I don't understand. That's why I'm asking you. This Chen Yu that you mentioned, is he a general?
Isn't it obvious? Of course he's a general.
Then, what about the people who just came to watch the show like us? Are there a lot?
Oh, my dear wife, you're starting to confuse me with your questions. Of course there's a lot like us. Because after all,
Your Majesty.
who would be willing to risk their lives?
Exactly. If nobody cares, then why should you?
My lady, you are not inferior to men. Admirable, you are admirable.
Well said. Well said.
Here.
My wife. Come, drink.
Xiang Yu, tell us where to station our men.
30 li outside the city.
Have they crossed the river?
They're at the riverside.
The Qin soldiers are on the opposite side.
Looks like it. Yes, sir.
All right then. Full speed ahead. Report to me when we've reached 50 li.
Yes, sir.
Is this the Jang River? General, the soldiers that you've sent ahead of us with General Yin and General Ku have prepared many boats for us. We can retreat in case we meet with a mishap while crossing the river.
But now the problem is, the soldiers from Yan, Dai, and Qi are hiding in their shells. They don't dare come out. And that is because they know we have less than 70,000 warriors. Even if you personally went to the battlefield, you still might not be able to convince them to help.
Gather our soldiers. I have something to say. Understood. Go!
In my heart, I feel that Zhulu is the best place for the decisive battle. If we quickly finish this battle, it will help us out in this crisis. Therefore, I have gathered all our main forces here. Since it's not easy for us to get supplies, we cannot afford to make any mistakes with food transportation. That's why we'll build another passage between Zhulu and Zhiyan. It will lead to the vicinity of the Chang River.
Will Su Zhao be able to protect the Yang Passage?
Su Zhao is the best general in our camp. He's also known for his ruthlessness. With him guarding the passage, I'm sure none of the other enemy camps would dare steal our supplies.
Su Zhao is valiant indeed, but I'm afraid his army alone, they cannot fight off that many enemies.
Don't worry, Lord Simashin. I've already ordered Wang Li and Xie Jin to have their armies guard Su Zhao's army on both the left and the right. In case of any mishaps, those two will rush to his aid.
General, I don't really know why, but there's an ominous feeling growing inside of me.
Are you talking about
The head that was sent to us by Cao Cao. Lord Sebastian, it is not surprising for you to feel the way that you do. After all, you're not a military man. But think about it. After the death of Xiang Liang, who's the one leading the Chu army now?
It is his nephew, Xiang Yu.
Xiang Yu. Green around the edge is not even worth mentioning.
My brothers, do not expect to live once we've crossed that river. We're under the tyrannical Qin. How many times have we witnessed the people that we know, our closest and dearest people, murdered by the Qin army? What is this? What kind of blood feud is this? I know that everybody standing here has returned from the brink of death. Chulu is just right there. And Qin's most powerful forces are waiting for us there. We have only a few soldiers and not enough weapons. If you are scared, step forward now. You don't have to go with us. Good. They say that Qin soldiers are powerful. They're strong. But what about the Chu? The Chu spirit is even stronger. Yes, they have more men and more weapons than us. But what decides a war? It is determination and courage to fight. So what do we have to fear? We've lived all these years waiting for this moment to destroy Qin and restore the glory of our kingdom. My brothers, let us die like real men! Follow our general! No victory, no return! No victory, no return! No victory, no return! No victory, no return!
General, look! The boats are sinking!
Since we don't really have any plans of going back, those boats are useless to us. It will take us 3 days to get to Chulu from here. Everyone will receive food. Enough for 3 days. And that's including myself. Without anything happening. The morale of the kingdoms has sunk to its lowest point lately, and the number of Qin soldiers have an advantage over us. I suspect that they don't even think that we are a threat to them.
General, do we attack them today?
Is that smoke I see coming out of their camps?
Seems like they're having breakfast.
Order Yingbu to attack Yong Passage.
Yes, sir. General, Yingbu has begun attacking the Yang Passage.
Any developments?
We have destroyed several li of pathway. Then our forces blocked up those paths with big stones and wood. And to protect those destroyed areas, our men have set up camps. Also, Xiang Yu of Chao has heard that we're moving north. He's on the move. He's now heading south. Right now, he's at the western side of Julu fighting Wang Li's men.
Order Yingbu to continue the attacks. But since we're already lacking in numbers, tell him not to bother guarding the path. His only goal is to cut off Qin supplies. They mustn't reach their main camp.
Yes, sir.
What did you say? Enemies are destroying our Yang Passage?
Yes, General.
Whose soldiers are they?
They are Chu, General. Yingbu's soldiers.
He is still acting like a bandit now. Order our men to meet them head on.
Yes, sir.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Your Majesty! The Chu army under Xiang Yu's command has already crossed the river. Their advance guard has already begun attacking the Qin forces.
Xiang Yu is really attacking?
Other than Xiang Yu, who else would dare do it? The decisive battle has begun. Xiang Yu is marching south with his army. It's just as I've said. The decisive battle will be in Julu.
Who's leading the Qin's advance guard?
Su Zhao.
Minister, at this crucial moment, you must tell me the complete truth.
Of course.
Will Xiang Yu's army be capable of holding off the Qin army for 6 hours?
I doubt it.
How about 4 hours?
I still doubt it.
2 hours then?
If they really happen to fight with the Qin forces, I am afraid that they won't even last for an hour.
Looks like there's nothing I can do now but pray to the ancestors to protect them. Now it falls upon Xiang Yu to defeat the entirety of the Qin army.
General! We are 45! We can see smoke in the distance!
You mean to say that the battle has begun?
Please give us the order to attack!
My orders are to stop marching.
But that's disobeying our orders, General!
Whose orders were they? In a war, only the living can give orders. Do you really think that Xiang Yu will be able to leave Julu alive?
But
Announce my orders. The ones in the rear will be the front. The cavalry should spread out on both flanks, and then form a defensive position.
do we stand by for orders?
No. We'll move forward, but slowly. Just go as slow as you possibly can.
Yes, sir!
General, Yingbu has already killed the Qin general, but the Qin forces are many, and they are strong, and General Yingbu is at a disadvantage. General, we are in danger. Why do you still laugh?
Su Zhao is only Changhan's vanguard, but he's impressive. I really don't want to wait in camp any longer. Order Yingbu to continue attacking Yang Passage. Even if we're down to the last man, we must beat Qin's army until it hurts.
Understood.
Sworn Father. Let's take the parts of the passage that Yingbu destroyed and turn them into gaps. And these places are the southernmost parts occupied by Qin soldiers. There are gullies in this area. And for a large army like them, these places can be a problem. It's a place where large numbers of soldiers are not necessarily an advantage. This place here is Qin's weak spot. We can take advantage of it. Actually, in this first attack, we will just be pricking them, using a sharp needle. But the pain will still redirect the attention of the whole Qin army. Soon Qin generals, both near and far, will be sending reinforcements to cover their weak spot. On this battlefield, they'll have to maneuver through gully after gully, moving large numbers through narrow spaces. They will not be much of a threat to us here. It seems that Yingbu is actually luckier than we thought, because he'll only meet small groups of soldiers each time. He will never encounter a huge force. However, our problem is that the Qin warriors can attack us in waves. They can take breaks, but Yingbu has to keep fighting without taking any rest. We must believe in Yingbu. He's like a wild beast. I know he will not fall.
You're right. But we can't keep up this strategy forever.
The moment of the decisive battle is upon us.
We've crossed the Chang River. All we have is 40,000 men. Luckily, our morale is high. Our only chance for victory is to take Su Zhao's men by surprise. We must break into the city before Changhan's army arrives.